Hey guys, I just wanted to talk to you about your resume assignment and kind of walk you through the first couple of assignments for this unit. So the first thing that I want to talk to you about is the resume workbook. It will tell you a lot about what you're doing going forward, and it helps you kind of plan for your resume. So here we go. Assignment 1, the resume workbook. Comes with a Google Slides on how to build a resume. And that slideshow goes over things like, why should I have a resume? When will I use one? What can I put on it? Do I really need a resume for my career? The answer is pretty much always yes. And things to do, as well as things not to do. All right, now we're going to the workbook. The workbook is organized exactly the same way as the slideshow. Part 1 is just some definitions. Use Google to help you summarize each of these terms like resume, template, action, passive verb, and resume one-liner. And it tells you exactly what you're looking for. Clearly states these are the slides notes. So why should I have a resume? You just kind of answer that. And where can you find that answer? On the slide with the same title. So that's going to guide you through those reasons, and I just want you guys to kind of summarize what you see. When you get to this part, what could I put on a resume? It says use the instructions on the slide to help you figure out what you could put on your resume. So you're typing your information into these boxes below, your work experience, skills, etc. And the very last part of this resume workbook is the skills survey. So I kind of use that as a reference guide for me when I'm looking over your resume to make final suggestions. I'm going to look at the answers that you gave to this skills questionnaire, basically, to come up with ideas for you to put in your skills section of your resume. At the bottom, it tells you now that you're done with the workbook, you can have more information to put on your resume. Go to the second assignment, which is your resume. Okay, so second assignment is actually creating your resume. If you've ever filled out an application for a job, you've done something really similar to this. But the difference is having a resume is basically a document that contains all the information that you might put on an application in one place. So you don't have to remember it every time. You can use the resume as a reference to help you remember your skills and work experience, but you also can use that resume to apply to really good jobs. So here's what you do. So what you do is you pick one of them, you click File and make a copy, name it. Step 2 is to fill it in with your real information. Step 3 says you can use your workbook to help you remember all of those things that you took down, that information that you might want to include. Once you fill it in, reread it to make sure it's correct and complete, and then turn it in. It's pretty simple. Okay, so really quickly, here is the first template. All you're going to do is up here where it says student name, you're going to erase that and put your name. Apologize for the wobbly camera, but here we go. Yes, my name is Molly. You didn't know that. You also didn't know that my middle initial is A. All right, so you just do that with every. You're going to erase the instruction basically and put your information. You do that with experience if you have jobs that you've worked. You do that with volunteer work, skills, education, etc. Fill it in. What if I don't need something? If you, for instance, have no extracurricular activities to put in the activities section, erase the whole section. If you don't need it, erase it. Okay, so the very, very last assignment that we do in this unit that is really big and independent is the career research guide. So we're gonna look at that really quickly and then we'll be done. Career research guide. So ignore the black line, that's just grading information that may or may not change. So the career research doc is it gives you your goals to research your career options to help prepare for life after high school and to learn a little bit more about your interests and what careers are suggested for you. All right. Okay, so part 1 is your interests. It's a really cool little quiz, 5 to 10 minutes perhaps, and once you fill it out, it will give you this cool interest profiler, which tells you, you're a social person or you're artistic or whatever. It gives you your top results, and then you click next to continue. You click through until you have to choose a job zone. So you'll have to click next over and over and over again until it says choose a job zone. And what they mean by that is how much do you want to prepare for your job? Do you want to go to graduate school? Do you want to be a doctor? Or do you just want to go get a certificate and, start working faster? So do you want little job preparation or extensive? Choose a level. I think there are 5. And then once you choose a level, you can view your career suggestions and write 4 of them right here. Now, you do not have to use the suggestions as the careers that you research. Let's say it suggests that you become an actress and a songwriter, and neither of those are things that you actually want to do. But what you really want to do is be a police officer or a physical therapist. You can research those instead. So you can pick any 2 careers that you want to research. All you do is click on this link, Career One Stop. It's a great website that will help you search for your careers and fill in the information below. Now, if you're going into the military, I provided links to each branch of the military, including the National Guard, and a note that the National Guard is part-time, so keep that in mind. But if you're going into the military, use those to research for your job. And there may be some of these questions that you can't find if you're going into the military and looking on their website, so that's okay. All right, I structured these exactly the same way you're going to find your results. So the first thing we're going to look for is the name of the job, what do they do, what is the career also known as, etc. So let's go to this link and see what we can find. Your website looks like this, Career One Stop. You can search by occupation. You don't have to put in a location. So I'm going to click on the occupation box. And I've started typing in physical to look for physical therapists. And if you type in something and it's spelled right, it will actually pull up a list of suggestions. I clicked it, then I need to click search. It will lead you to a whole page about that career. And it's organized just like your document. What do? They plan and participate in rehab programs that help people basically to recover from disease or injury. It's also known as these things. For the most part, you can copy paste this information or word it in a different way if you like. So you've got your first couple answers. Watch the career video. The career video will be usually to the right if there is one. And you just go down the list. What is the job outlook? Are new job opportunities likely? Is this job growing? What is the average wage, etc. So as you scroll down, you're going to see those things on the left and the right. So job outlook, job opportunities are very likely. This job is growing much faster than average. Projected employment, you can see the 22% growth. So this is actually a job that is growing. Down here, typical wages, your average is about $87,000, but keep in mind that's an average. A lot of people make more, a lot of people make less. All right, so you fill in this information for the first career, and then you pick another one. You always want to have a backup or another option to explore. Explore both of those careers, and then when you're done, there's an overall reflection at the bottom. It has some really great sentence starters, like, in this exercise I learned about this career and this career, some new things I learned are this. I am most interested in pursuing blank because, and my post-graduation plans are, and here are the things I need to succeed. And I want you guys to just keep in mind that I believe in you and I know you can do whatever you set your mind to. I know that hard work and a belief in yourself can get you really far. So that's all you got to do. I'm here to help you if you need advice, recommendation letters, whatever you need. If there's something that I can help you with in achieving your career goals, please let me know. And that was a long video, but it kind of goes over everything for this unit that you need to know. So thank you for watching. And again, I really think highly of you guys. I know that you can accomplish anything that you want to accomplish because, I've seen your brilliance and I've seen the way that your mind works and I've seen just how amazing you all are. So I believe in you. And I know that you will be great at whatever you decide to do.